Yeah, welcome back. RealCopStoriesVideos.com. Over 390 cop stories. Please look them up. They're all my babies. A lot of ice ones, which are gross. They're all in there so you don't have a wrong person in the room when you see them. I don't swear and stuff. I just try to be verbally graphic so let your mind just see what it's going to be like. It's pretty good. Anyway, and so then we have over 250 question and answers. So ask me a question. I'll respond to you directly and we'll do it on video. Want to ask me a question? Email me at rsbcopstories@gmail.com. Now here's an example of a small thing becoming a big thing, okay? A really big thing, okay? It's my take two tapings here, but we'll see if I can get through it. I'm working a gang car, which is 2 officers working, 1 officer off, and then we switch around throughout the week. We're pre-detectives, we're in suits, and all we do really is look for gang members in East LA. A lot of them out there. And also we're directed by our detectives to look for suspects. They're wanted for robbery, wanted for rape, whatever charge, felonies, because they know if they have a gang member, we have a pretty good chance of knowing A, where his gang hangs out at, and if we know where his gang hangs out at, he's going to be there. Okay, they cannot get away from their neighborhood, they can't get away from their gang. Even though they go on, most time probation says you can't hang around, you can't use any drugs or alcohol and hang around with other felons, they do it anyway. You watch TV, they all do it. That's why in law enforcement circles, we should just eliminate probation and parole because they don't do it anyway. Use those assets either to build prisons or hire more cops because it's not working. It doesn't work. Everybody, I think every warrant we served, the guy in the house, almost every single person there was on parole or probation. It doesn't work. It does not work. It's a big scam. Just either serve your time or don't give them the time. That's it. It doesn't make any sense. I'm off on anyway. So anyway, so we get these wanted notices. We're looking for robbery suspects, whatever. Well, working one night, and we got permission to go out of the city from our boss because this guy lived in a town. I won't mention the name, but it's in the LA County jurisdiction, the sheriff's, and we think he lives in this one particular house. Okay, so we go to the local sheriff's office, and we're all work together, and we think we're kind of goofy. The sheriff's department is just about as goofy as we are, just almost as large as we are, pretty good size. So anyway, tough guys. So we go in there, and we get to the watch commander, and he goes, "Oh, you know what?" He says, "Just one guy? Yeah, he's wanted for robbery, for armed robbery." Okay. Well, do you think he's there? Well, we're not sure. We were thinking about going over there with your officer in uniform, and we'll do the meet and greet. We'll go up, knock on the door, see if he's there. If he's not, we'll talk to his parents. We're trying to keep it low key because we're not even sure he's living there. And if he is, it's supposed to be his grandmother's house, and she's in her 70s, and so he goes, "Well, if it was our jurisdiction, we'd probably go in there and get 6 or 7 units." I said, "Well, you can if you want. But we're just trying to make it a door knock. We're not really sure. It's like a third address we have on hand. We checked the other 2 in LA." He goes, "Okay, all right. Well, I'll send you a unit, 2 guys." "Okay, fine." He said, "Be careful out there." Okay. And this guy was a Latin sergeant, big mustache, looked pretty aggressive looking guy, And so we go, "Okay, fine." So we get a unit. We tell them we have posters of what the guy looks like, and we say it's gonna be low key. Okay, fine. They're okay with that. So. Okay, so we think it's going to be, we've done this a lot. Just knock on the door. More times than not, they're there. They're sitting on the couch. Come on. I'm not saying we're very casual, our hands in our pockets. We're aware that he's violent and could be. We just go in, grab, and go. We're not, trying to make, not trying not to get altercation, trying not to fight with the parents. Just make it quick and clean, get in and get out. So we pull up, and these homes are all pretty nice little homes, old homes built in the 50s, 60s. They all have chain link fences in front. And sidewalk. It's not a bad neighborhood. It just has to be, unfortunately, has some gang people in it. Gang houses. It's all Latin. So we pull up in front. We get out. Of course, we're the lead detectives, and we're walking up the side into the yard. There's some people barbecuing over here on the other little yard, and these people are out front doing something. So we walk up, and the uniformed guys are standing by the fence line there, the yard, and we're talking to a lady. "Do you live here?" "Yeah." "Do you know so and so?" We don't show his picture. We just said, "Do you know so and so?" "Yeah." "Yeah, well, he comes here once in a while. I'm not really, where he's at now?" "No, is he in the house?" Okay, here's a clue. If they say, "No, he's not," pretty good chance he is. Okay, but she said, "No, if you want to look in the house, go ahead, but he's not in there." Well, that's a clue. He's probably not in there, because why would you invite police to go in there? And she looked sincere, and again, we have to be worried about. Sometimes these suspects hold people hostage, but it was his aunt or something. So I don't think he's gonna, it didn't turn out. It was not where. He's in the house pointing a gun at her to say he's not in the house. But anyway, so we deemed that she was telling the truth. So as we're talking, the one of the uniform officers yells out, "Hey!" And we turn and look at him. He goes, instead of just these officers, sheriffs, instead of just telling us like this and walking over to the other yard and getting in the yard and grabbing the guy who's barbecuing, okay, they yell to us, "There's the effing bastard right there!" And because they start running. Okay, well, no, the guy's barbecuing. He sees this. A, here's two officers coming at him. B, he's the suspect. Okay. C, he knows they're coming to get him. And D, he's not going to get arrested without a fight. Okay, so as they're running, we see that. Oh no! So we're running behind him. Okay. He goes in the front door. Okay. He slams the door. Okay. We yell, "We got the back." Okay, of the house. So we run around the house because that's where you're going to run all the way through the house and come out. It's a 2-story old wooden house. We run. We're thinking he's going to come out the back, so we're moving and scooting out that back door, and we know we're going to beat him because you need a house, any house. If you're both running together at the same time, say the suspect and two officers approach the house, he goes in the front door and you go around the side. He has in that house, most houses, he has to dive around couches, down a hallway, over to get to the back door, and we got a straight shot. So 99% of the time, you're going to beat him with that back door. Okay, most of the time, if all things being equal. Sure enough, we come around that corner and the door's not open. And of course, we got our guns out because he wanted for robbery, and we're yelling, "Don't come out!" Okay, fine. So we're in the back. We don't know what's happening on the front. We got the back covered, and we don't have any radios with them because they're the sheriffs and we're another agency. So my partner's got the door. I go to the corner of the house and I'm yelling, and I can see another officer. We deployed pretty good. It was my partner holding the door. I'm at the corner of the house. I look down the side of the house. The other sheriff looking for me here, and his partner's got the front door. We all have our guns out. So he's not going anywhere except maybe the other side. But we're yelling and we're yelling. Okay. Well, I didn't know what was I didn't know. It took about 2 minutes to realize that they made this pretty important because next thing I hear is a helicopter. I look up, and there's a sheriff helicopter probably as high as 2 telephone poles height in altitude. He's really low. He's doing what they call orbits. He's doing like this. And I haven't seen that kind of flying since I was in Vietnam helicopters, man. I mean, he's cutting the air and he's real low, and they got a PA system calling out, "You in the house, come out with your hands up." I mean, he's already ordering people out of the house. And unbeknownst to me, I didn't know this until like another 2 or 3 minutes. Everything takes time. It's not instantaneous like television. It took us about 2 minutes to secure the house. Another 2 or 3, the helicopter's there. Another 2 or 3, here comes the cavalry. I knew the cavalry was there because all of a sudden I hear sirens coming, and we look at each other and go, "Uh-oh," okay? And then we hear doors slamming, and all of a sudden there's like 8 sheriff units in the back door with us. They're all out there with shotguns, and then I go, "Okay, we're gonna back." I told we're gonna back off all this because we're in suits, and I don't want to be an accident. Okay, so the sergeant rolls up. I said, "Sarge, we're gonna back off in the back because we're in suits." "Yeah, that's good, it's good." So he's trying to deploy his men, and I can hear screaming in the front yard. The same thing. There's 2 sergeants there, and they're directing traffic. Out come the bullhorns. Nothing's happening. I hear a police car up on the curve with his PA system telling the guy to come out of the house, or SWAT's going to come. Okay, so here comes the lieutenant. Pulls up. He wants to know how this started. Okay, so now the sergeants are pointing out to the 2 uniforms and to us. So we go over. They set up a little command post down off the backyard, out of gunshot distance line of fire, around a garage. And he opens up his car. He's got a big what do you call it? Portable table. Pulls it out. He's got the map. He's got it all mapped out. We're looking at each other. Oh no, this is okay. All right, now what do you got here? What do we got? This. He goes, "Give me that flyer." "Oh yeah, is this him?" And he looked at the uniform guy. "That's him." "Okay, so we got a confirmed suspect." Did he get out of the house? "No." I mean, this is getting big. Okay, I'd say there are probably 18 officers there now, not counting me, the 2, and 20 some officers. Helicopter. 20 minutes goes by, nobody comes out of the house. They've detained a couple of kids in front. Nobody comes out of the house. Okay, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, and I look over there, and there comes an armored vehicle. Okay, yeah, it's got 8 SWAT guys hanging off the sides, helmets, machine guns, everything. They're gonna go in. So I go, "Oh great!" I'm thinking, okay, this is interesting because now since they're involved, they're going to take the arrest. This is not going to be us anymore. They're going to, because the warrant is statewide. I mean, actually it's countrywide pretty much, but anybody can arrest them. It doesn't really matter. It has to be us. So we know that was going to be a done deal. So, and then what they did was pretty good though. I told you this in one of my cop stories before. They told them we're coming in. SWAT's here. They're telling them what's going on. They say, "Oh, by the way, we have 2 dogs out here. We're going to send them in first." Okay. What did I hear? Dog barking. They put the PA system on the dogs. That was pretty good. Hear those dogs barking, and one dog was just barking. The other one made it sound like he hadn't had a meal in a week. Okay, he's like, ah, ah. I went, whoa, you know, you get that the hair on the back of your neck goes out. And we look at each other. Oh my gosh, my partner tells me, what if we just kind of leave? No, we can't do that. There may be a shooting here. They're going to have to describe. I mean, who knows what's going to happen? Then I hear it. There's kind of quiet. The chopper kind of gets higher up so they can hear what's going on. Then you hear it. I'm coming out. He's yelling. I'm coming out. Don't send the dogs in. You know. So we're waiting. We don't know where he's going to come out at. He come out the back door. This guy's laying down. We could look on because we weren't watching out because we were behind this building, but we're peeking out to see what's going on. We see a guy over here with a sniper rifle, the sheriff laying down on the ground. We go, oh, two guys over here with shotguns. They're gonna blow the guy away. They go, oh, but we're in the back door, and sure enough, we hear the orders from the front, you know, PA system. Put your hands behind your back, turn around, all the stuff you see, you know, turn around, walk backwards. They got him. Okay, so then down he goes, and then we check the house. So all these troops you see everybody just running, even the back door. Everybody goes in the house. You know, maybe 15 officers are in there. No reason to do that. I think they're just looking for other suspects. I have no idea. We got the main guy. So he's down there, handcuffed. He's all full of dirt and stuff. So they say, code 4, suspect in custody. Okay, so we all, our entourage, our little intelligent entourage, we all walk to the front. And there he's there, handcuffed and everything. And so there's like a pregnant moment. We all just stand there. You know, so we don't know. Again, we are, I won't say we're guests, but we're in another jurisdiction. And they're going to help us arrest him. The neat thing to do it, there he is. Come here. Look, this is you. Put your hands behind your back. Thank you, sheriffs. Put in our car, and we're back to our station. Piece of cake. Okay, not this one. Okay. So I look at the lieutenant, and he looks at us, and he goes, well, what do you think, detective? So I said, well, lieutenant, whatever you want to do. We can take him. You can take him. I said, I'm not trying to kiss this off to anybody. Whatever you want to do. He goes, well, I mean, these guys are, when you see a lieutenant with a big mustache, you know, sleeves rolled up, the ties open, this guy is a butt kicker. He's not some office pogue who counts numbers. This guy's a street lieutenant, okay? He goes, what do you think? Look at the sergeant. He goes, well, I don't know. We had all these, you know, personnel out here. And I go, well, Lieutenant, you can take them if you want. We're not going to hurt our feelings. And he goes, yeah, I think we should probably do that. We have a lot of resources here. And I said, you can have the flyer. Here's the, you know, the crime. He goes, oh, sure, we'll take that. So they're all happy. The guys are all happy. They big smile on their faces and pick the guy up and off they went. And as we're talking, units are leaving. You know, SWAT's gone, the helicopters, everything's like, you know, going back to where they came from. And all of a sudden, there's like 5 or 6 of us there, and you know, we just look at each other, and wow. Whew. And I didn't have the heart to tell the sergeant. Their own supervisor said, "Well, how did this all transpire?" So then his officer said, "Well, we saw," or sheriff said, "Well, we saw him over there, and so we went to get him. He saw us, and he ran." Well, technically, that's true. If I was a supervisor, I would like to know more than that. I didn't have the heart to tell them and dime these poor sheriffs off, because I could have said, you know, Sergeant, maybe you guys shouldn't yell from one yard to another. There's the F&A hole, let's get him. Maybe that might not be a good idea, okay? Because if he just walked over and grabbed him, or just kind of walked by nonchalant and then just turned the corner and get in there, he wouldn't have been into the house. But they had such a whole yard in front of him, and he's looking. You watch television, man, if they got a place to get out, they're looking to get out. If don't fail me now, man, get me out of here, okay? That's what they do. And so, anyway, but I just said, yeah, and they look at me, yeah, you know, he was over there, and I just kind of, you know, I don't want to get him. We're not supervisors. We're not even close to being supervisors. We're just there. We're just what do you call it, gang officers. That's all we do. So these guys looked at us. We didn't dime them off. We didn't say anything else. And Sergeant goes, okay, sounds good. So he goes, well, see you guys at the station. So he gets in his car, and the guys looked at us and gave us that look like a thank you look without saying thank you. Hey, thanks, guys. A good caper. Yeah, good caper, man. They walked in their cars. We got in our car, and it was about 20 minutes back to Los Angeles. We're on the freeway and looked at each other. It's amazing. It's amazing. I said, but you know what? You're in a whole other world here. They do it different here. See, I'm proud that our department tries to be low-key as much as possible. Now, obviously, we do chase and beat and do things to people because we're mandated by, they fight, we fight. But there's always in those days, in the 70s and 80s, where the sheriffs were always seen more aggressive than we were. And we watched those guys, we kind of like, wow, we're in a foreign country. Those guys are something else, you know. There were, you know, shotguns everywhere. I mean, it was the dog barking and growling was pretty good. I told you that one story. We did that too, and that was pretty slick. So anyway, so just a small thing, huge thing. Suspect was arrested. Everybody's happy, and it's cool. So hope you enjoyed that story. We'll see you next time. Bye bye.